Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tari, tarikaremba, and today's video is going to be a Motivation Monday video. Today's topic is change your mind, change your life. So I know you're probably thinking, that is so corny. Why are we talking about this today? But I feel like it's one of those things that is very obvious, but that people take for granted. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. And I have my notes as usual, just some things I'd like to remember to say to you. Okay, so basically the basis of this whole thing is that, the concept of what you think is what you become. Okay, so what are you thinking? Really and truly, the more you think things, the more likely you are to create that reality. So what reality are you focusing your thoughts on today? What reality are you trying to build yourself? You need to remember that thoughts become things, so it really matters. And you can never have a positive life while you're thinking of negative things. So yeah, basically negative thoughts will never give you a positive life. And once you understand that concept, you'll become more conscious of what you think about, what you focus your thoughts on, what you focus your energy on. So yeah, in order for you to focus on what you think about and what you put lots of energy into thinking about and all of that, you actually need to stop and think and pay attention to yourself. Are you feeding yourself positivity? Positive thoughts, positive words? Are you speaking life into your life? Are you speaking life? Or are you actually just speaking negative, speaking death, speaking all sorts of negative things, failure? What are you doing? What are you saying to yourself? How are you saying it to yourself? And you also need to realize that your life will only be as good as your mindset. So if you're someone who's always thinking, man, I'm gonna have a bad day, or I'm not gonna get that job, or no one's gonna like my content, or I'm never gonna succeed. Sorry. So if you're someone who always thinks like that and someone who just wallows in that negative mentality, of course bad things are going to happen. You never think about anything good anyway, so where do you expect it to come from? It's not just going to come down like rain. You need to realize that you actually need to put in the work. You need to be positive and you need to change your mindset. So once you establish that, okay, fine, maybe I'm not so negative, but I could do better. Or if you realize that, I have a lot of work to do in order to shift my mindset, then don't worry, I do have 5 tips that I'm going to share with you. Just things that I think will help steer you in that direction and just help you to improve. So one thing I will say is just remember that this is sort of like breaking a habit, and it's not going to happen overnight. But the more you put in effort, the more you strive towards doing that, then in no time things will be better. So the first thing is you need to change your self-talk. How do you speak to yourself? Like I said earlier, are you being negative? Do you speak negativity? Do you speak death? Do you speak failure? Do you speak all sorts of negative things? Or are you someone who speaks positivity and good things into your life? So you need to pay attention to how you speak to yourself, So once you establish the fact that, okay, I need to change how I talk, then you're going to start talking in a great way. Think of how you speak to, someone you love, someone you care about, your friends, your family, whoever it is. You need to start speaking in the same compassionate way to yourself, and you need to start being kind to yourself. Use kind words when you address yourself. The second thing is actually linked to the first thing, which is change your language, okay? So things like that really matter because at the end of the day, your language determines what you're saying in your self-talk. So that is something that also needs to change. So for example, let's say you forget something or you make a mistake. Are you going to be like, oh, Tari, you're so stupid, or whatever? Or you're going to be like, Tari, you took an L. You made a mistake, but it's fine, we'll do better next time. How are you handling things? What language are you using? So you need to be mindful of that. The third thing is you need to learn from great minds and apply what you learn in your life. So what I mean is there are, millions of resources out there. I mean, we live in the 21st century. Most information is available on the internet. You have Google, you have YouTube, you have all sorts of places where you can find out information. So what I'm saying is, okay, fine. For you to learn from a great mind, then that means you need to probably try something like self-help books, okay? Maybe you can look up a book on motivation or changing your mindset or positivity, whatever it is that you think you want to do with your mindset, or whatever it is you want to change. So because there are lots of books out there, read what these people have to say, learn from their experiences, hear what they have to say, and take that and apply it into your own life. So for example, I actually read The Path Made Clear by Oprah, and right now I'm reading the 5 a.m. Club, and those books have really been so helpful in helping me to also shift my mindset and the thoughts and the actions and everything that I do in my life. So yeah, I'll put a link down below. Or maybe just write the titles of the books. Next, I'm reading The Alchemist, and I have a whole list of books that I want to read, simply because it's like, okay, that information is out there. If I have time to watch series, if I have time to listen to the latest music or whatever, then surely I can spend 30 minutes of my time in a day trying to better my mentality and better myself. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you. The information is out there. Find it and learn to apply it to your life. Okay. The fourth thing is surround yourself with people that match this mindset you are trying to have. Okay. So for example, it would be useful for you to be around or spend time with people who have this mindset that you want. So for example, if someone is really like positive, they always have like good things to say whenever they're going through tough times, they're always just handling it so well, you need to be around those kinds of people, and you need to find out how they do it, like learn from these people and actually apply it into your life. Because you also need to realize that if you're someone who's trying to be positive and all of that, you can't surround yourself with people who are negative, because each and every step you take, they're just gonna drag you back. Or maybe you are someone who isn't easily influenced or whatever, but then eventually those thoughts or those words or whatever it is are going to start seeping into your own mind, and you'll now be thinking, but yeah, no, maybe I really am XYZ or whatever. So you need to surround yourself with those kinds of people. If there aren't any people around you, then maybe you need to start being positive, and you need to bring that to your group of friends, Who knows? Alternatively, like I said, the internet. If you can't find anyone in person, then find people who are positive and have, a mindset of speaking life into things, right? So there are millions of motivational people on YouTube, man. So watch your videos, read your blog posts, follow people on Instagram. Just try to make sure that at some point in your day, you're going to interact with content that is going to just bring about positivity into your life, or surround yourself with people that are going to bring great things into your life and just, are a great environment for you to grow into a person with a shifted mindset, which is better. So yeah, and the fifth thing is you need to create habits that support your new mindset. Okay, so for example, you need to start doing things, for example, reading self-help books like I mentioned earlier, or listening to podcasts, watching videos on YouTube, whatever it is. You need to create a habit that's going to support this shift of your mindset. Or, things like meditation, things like, praying. Whatever it is that works for you, you need to create at least one habit. I'd like to challenge you by the end of this month, by the end of September, make sure that you have picked up one habit that's going to be good for you and the state of your mind. Is it going to be, cutting out listening to negative music or sad music? Is it going to be reading for 30 minutes every day? Is it going to be listening to a podcast on your way to work or whatever? So yeah, those little things make such a big difference. So yeah, those are the 5 things that I think you need to try to do because I think it's a simple way to start, and it's definitely very useful. So so basically, you need to realize that you need to have the courage to do this for you. you need to do it for you, because no one else is going to come and do it for you, you know. So I feel like once you make the decision that, you know what, no, I want better for myself, you need to start showing up for yourself every single day as someone who wants better for themselves. It means you're going to have to change your habits. It means you're going to have to, you know, pay attention to the way you do things, the way you think, the way you talk, all of that. You need to pay attention and you need to put in the work. If you are someone who's like, oh yeah, if you have an exam or whatever, you can, you know, go to class, do your notes, study, all of that, then surely the state of your mind should matter enough for you to take 30 minutes a day. Or even less. Just take yourself seriously. That's all I'll say. Take yourself seriously enough and love yourself enough to do better and actually, you know, do the things that will make you do better. Make the changes, do things differently. Whatever it is, it's all up to you. And you need to remember that you are your only limit and your mind is also your only limit. So what are you going to do today to make sure that you don't stand in your way? You know? So yeah, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I really hope that you found it motivational. I pray that it wasn't too harsh. I hope you liked it. And yeah, we'll be back with another Motivation Monday video next week. And remember to tune in on Wednesday for a makeup look. We're going to do a really colorful look this week, so I'm excited. And yeah, also make sure you tune in for the hair videos on Friday. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.